Hello and welcome to the Star Wars Outlaws video. We have a lot of key information. First and foremost, we're going to start off with the release date of August 30th, 2024. That's right. This year, the game is going to be releasing. Very exciting. I'm smiling as I say this because that is a great month. My mother's birthday is that month. So nice celebrations, right? But guess what? There's also even more news. You can actually play 3 days early, and I'm gonna take a moment here before we got dive into all of the details and let you know you can play 3 days early because there's going to be three different versions of the game, and we're gonna get into some of that as well today as we break down everything that we got as far as news and information that came out today. So stay tuned, rock with us. We got you covered right here. Those that don't know, I'm a big time Star Wars fan. I've been diving deeper into this universe and loving it. And now this game right here is definitely up my alley as it is special. This story trailer does a lot. It teaches us so much about the game, and I have a long list of information to share. For those that don't know what this game is, let's just kind of go down a rabbit hole. Outlaws is a true Star Wars experience that's made by Massive Entertainment. And those are the guys who gave you games like The Division in recent last year. They gave us the Avatar game. And both those games are phenomenal. Personally, The Division is my all-time favorite looter shooter, and so I believe in Massive. I do believe that they have what it takes to give you what you need. They really specialize in open world games. And guess what? This is an open world game, probably the first real open world game for Star Wars. So I'm very interested to see how that goes. The timeline is in between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. So for those that know the Star Wars series can know that, but you don't have to know any of it to play the game. Just know that that's around the timetable. You're playing as Kay Vess or Vice. She's, as you can see here, very cool character. Seems very smart, very capable. It's very scrappy. She's out there trying to survive the underworld. There's a lot of syndicates, aka clans and groups and gangs and so much more. And she has to deal with all of them. And one of the gameplay, we won't get too deep into gameplay in this video. One of the gameplay features that's been kind of confirmed heavily is that you can form tense but ever changing alliances with different factions. So it can be go back and forth, and it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out when the time does come and they basically reveal all of that good stuff. It's going to be super interesting because we definitely are going to get a lot of cool stuff. And right now, I'm going to display the developer video while we talk more about this. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick foundation on that. Okay, so you can know how it all works. It's very interesting. As far as gameplay, there's a lot of stealth, but there's also open world action. You're going to be able to get on your ship and escape a planet and go to other planets. There's a lot of stuff, and you want to watch my breakdowns on that. But today's information, we're going to try to stay within the new information and confirmations that we got about this. So, in the golden age of the crime syndicate time zones within the Star Wars series, your actions, choices are going to have their consequences and they're going to be big roles within that. And I love it because there's a reputation system, there's a wanted system. How will that play out? And as far as story goes, as well as the gameplay, that to me is super interesting, fun, and exciting to go forward. Now, since this is a breakdown video, when it comes to the information that we got, we're looking at all the characters, and I want to kind of skim through some of it and just let you see a couple of the main characters. As we know, our lead, Kay, she's very special, but there's Jalen, who's supposed to be helping you to do a heist. Don't want to get too deep into the story, but that's something that you want to keep in mind. And, the plot will thicken. You have Mr. Hutt Cartel, all of the good stuff that happens with this gentleman. And there's plenty, and I mean, plenty of characters in the game that are going to get interesting. Now, I want to take a moment to pause from that and give you a quick look at what you should be expecting, okay? Right here is the package deal for those that are going to get this pre order and those who might end up getting the different versions, okay? And we're going to talk about it and showcase it right now so you can know exactly what that is. And here we go. So, the standard edition, you're going to get the base game and you're going to get the runner bonus pack. And that's going to be for the standard edition. Now, when you look at the gold edition, and by the way, $70 for the standard edition, you do not get 3-day early access, which is what you'll be paying 109 for 3-day early access plus the season pass. If you don't know what the season pass has, right here, it tells you you're going to get the 2 DLCs after release, which will let you explore new stories, quests, and areas to discover. And the Gambit exclusive mission available at launch. And then, of course, the runner for the character pack. Okay. And just to talk about the pack and things like that, right up here, you can see the different vehicles that you can get for the pre order. Very cool stuff. I like it. As far as the new story for the DLC, for the season pass. And if you don't know what this is, the Avatar game had a similar package as well. You get all these goodies right here for the ultimate pack. And then, of course, the digital art as well. Question is, what do you guys want to do? Are you into Star Wars enough to purchase these? If not, just buy the base game and check it out for yourself. But the Ultimate Edition has the extra Rogue Infiltrator bundle and then the Shark bundle. So on top of everything that we've seen, there's 3 different states and the purchases. You can see the prices there. Make your choice on that. I mean, it's up to you what you're feeling and what you're into. Everybody has their own preferences. Okay. Okay. That's that. And I just want to make sure you knew about that as we continue to give you more information on the series. And I want to kind of do a quick breakdown here to give you guys my thoughts on some of this. I'm a big time Star Wars fan, so having all of that is important to me. Get into the open world and start off good, have extra missions and things like that for me personally. So I'm definitely going to be looking to get that 3-day early access, mostly is the main thing. I think that's worth it enough for especially a content creator, but also somebody who's just excited, right? To jump into Star Wars. I watch all the TV shows, all the movies. So personally, I am in for it. Now, as you can see, this gameplay, there's a lot of stealth, and they put a lot of thought into the environment and interacting, doing things to affect the game with the environment and to help enhance your gameplay. And personally, I believe that this is probably one of the most smartest moves to add a variety of gameplay where everything isn't just run and gun. There's always going to be action. And if you're not good at stealth, you can easily just get out there and fight. So personally, I love it. And I'm excited to see how this will work. And it's super exciting, guys. And I'm not gonna play this whole part, but I did want to go somewhere later on into the end and just showcase a little section here where Kay's running away because she ended up escaping some drama and she gets into her vehicle and basically seamlessly there is somewhat of a loading screen, which is kind of the cutscene right there that you're watching, a very small one, where she goes from being on the ground into the air and right away gets into the sky. And you can control a ship in the sky as well and have battles in space. And so for me, how deep and layered this is, we'll get into it. I do have some real deep break